Today I'm going to be providing 2 tips for transplanting seedlings. I've got a packet of cabbage. There's one planted already right there. And so the first thing I need to do is make sure my spacing is correct. You don't want to plant them too close together. The seed packet instructs me to plant it to space them at least 12 inches apart. I've got my tape measure set right at that, so I know where to dig the hole here. Grab my shovel, spread out some of this mulch, dig a little hole. Then I need to pry the plant out of the seed tray here. And I want to be gentle. I want to try not to disturb the roots. I use a butter knife. It's just easy to slide in, does minimal damage to the container so that I can reuse it. So I'm going to pry this guy out. And so the first tip is, what you don't want to do is you don't want to grab the stem. They're very, very gentle. You break the stem, the plant's probably going to die, almost certainly. So you don't want to grab the stem. That's tip number 1. I try to grab the roots, the little ball, as gently as possible, not disturbing it. And then I'm going to place it into the hole. If you have to grab something on the plant, it's actually best to grab the leaves. You may not think to do that, but it's actually better to do that and to stabilize it with the leaves. If you break a leaf, the plant will still survive and probably just produce more leaves. So there's several leaves on here. So if I destroy one leaf, that's okay. I'm being gentle, so I don't think it's gonna hurt it. And I'm gonna move the dirt in here, get the seedling firmed up. Spread some more dirt here, and then gently press around it. I'm going to gather up a little bit of this soil and kind of make almost like a little round area to catch a little bit of rain or a little bit of moisture. You don't want a runoff where the water's going to rush out. You want to, when you water the plant, you want to have a little bit of a bowl to catch some of the moisture. There. So planted, looks good. So just to recap our 2 tips. Tip number 1, don't grab the stem. And tip number 2, if you have to grab something, it's best to grab the leaves. Next step for me is to install one of these mini plastic greenhouse jugs. And we have a video on this. And so that's the next step for me.